Hello guys, I'm meant to be streaming right now, but I have a really bad headache. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting for that to go away, I'm going to be voicing over this long overdue YouTube video. So, somebody in my chat had asked me to cosplay as a man, and I decided to do it. So here's the inspo photo that I'm going to be going off of. I had just done my makeup like 20 minutes beforehand, and I did the snowflakes around my eyes, and I didn't know if the snowflakes were gonna come off, so at first I just sort of started doing my makeup around it. I do end up taking it off later, but first I'm just going to start off with this face paint palette that I got. I don't remember what the name of it is. I got it on TikTok, and I'm gonna be filling in my eyebrows darker like the video, and then I'm also going to be trying to thicken them a bit as well, just to sort of give it a more masculine look. Hopefully I executed that correctly. I was trying to make sure I was drawing in my eyebrows symmetrically on both sides, but to be fair, I don't think my eyebrows are symmetrical on both sides, but I don't think anyone's face is perfectly symmetrical, so it's okay. But you know what? I think in the end, it all turned out pretty good. Again, this is the reference photo that I'm going off of. I found it on Google, and then I'm just going to be using some eyeshadow for contouring to sort of give me more of a defined cheekbones and jawline. And then after I do that, I'm going to be taking the face paint and I'm going to be slightly drawing on, well, not slightly, but like carefully drawing on facial hair the best that I could. I do feel like it looked better on camera than it did in person, but that's okay because the challenge was for Twitch, and Twitch is just on camera. It wasn't for IRL. So that's okay. And I was just sort of like, when I was contouring, I was sort of just drawing over my natural bone structure, if that makes sense. I don't know, that I was sort of shading it in a little bit because, you know, when guys, not all guys, but when some guys shave their face, it looks darker where their facial hair was, so I thought that would make it look a little bit more realistic. And then when I do go in and draw the facial hair on, I just use a paintbrush. I don't really know if that's the correct brush you're supposed to use for face paint or anything, but oh yeah, I also give myself a little Adam's apple sort of thing, or at least tried to, but I used black for the facial hair because my hair is pretty black. I mean, it's dark brown, but it looks black on camera, and the brown in the face paint wasn't dark enough, so I felt like the black would look better. I did contour with a really dark brown just because I felt like that would look better than a black, and that's sort of what it looks like the girl in the reference photo was doing, but I do think that it turned out really good in the end. And then my nose is I have like a Filipino nose, because I'm Filipino, obviously, so my nose is a bit flatter, and I feel like a lot of guys, not all guys, but specifically the girl the guy is cosplaying as in the photo, sort of has like a sharper, thinner nose, so I was trying to sort of make my nose look a bit more thinner and pointy. I don't really know what type of nose I feel like most guys have, but I feel like whenever I see, like Johnny Depp and the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, that's the kind of look I was going for, because that's kind of what the girl looked like in the photo. And then I'm giving myself some dark circles because it looks like that's what she did as well. And then I do feel like a lot of guys also have a little bit of darkness under their eye. And now I'm giving myself a little mustache. Wow, beautiful, show-stopping. Do you think I look great, guys? Like right now I think it looks a little crazy, but by the end of it, I was a little scared with myself. I literally felt like I looked like Rio. I think his name was Rio. Rio? Right, yeah, from the Good Girls show. Because the person in my Twitch chat was also saying that I should dress up like a guy as well. And the only thing that I had that I felt like looked like a guy's shirt was a hand-me-down button-up flannel shirt. So I put that on later, and I was like, oh my god, wait, I feel like Rio from Good Girl always wears stuff like this. I did not put this part in the video, but I did try to do a Rio impression, and the person in the chat was like, no, please stop. So I stopped. But oh wow, beautiful. Zoom in. Now I'm drawing in the little facial hairs again. In person, don't really think it looks like super great, super realistic. Great for my first try. On camera though, it looks pretty good because I also had like some snowflake dots around my eyes that weren't noticeable on camera, which was really nice. So it's kind of, you know, if your makeup isn't eating as well as you want it to, if you just have a camera that's not super HD and your lighting isn't super bright, you can make it look good. And here I'm just making my eyebrows a little bit more bushy just because I felt like they just were a little too thin. Like they were thicker than my natural brows, but I just felt like they weren't looking boyish enough. I don't know the right words to use, but yes, I feel like my jawline at this point is looking very sharp. I'm trying very hard to not get my makeup on my headphones. And now I'm going to be trying to put my hair up. The person in the chat did say that I should put on a beanie because it would have made me look more like a guy. It would have been easier for me to hide my long hair, but I did not have a beanie, so I did not do that. I'm hearing noises as I'm recording this voiceover. Kind of getting scared. But anyways, here's the Rio button-up flannel. Amazing. Show-stopping. You know fursonas, right? For furries. I don't know. I'm gonna call this my boy sona, but my boy sona, man sona, whatever it's called, or whatever you want to call it. I decided to name my man self Smart Mark or Nerdy Mark. I don't know why Mark was the first thing that popped into my head when I thought that I looked a little bit like Rio from Good Girls, but Mark was the first thing that popped into my head. I also do feel like I looked a little like Moist Critical, not really, but like I feel like I could do a Moist Critical cosplay. Also, don't know if he's Asian, but I do get those vibes. So I do my For You page, not right now, but like a few weeks ago, it was filled with people cosplaying as Moist Critical. I don't know why that was happening, but I thought it was really funny. Oh yes, I covered up my eyeliner with some foundation that I had gotten because I was trying to, you know, make it a little bit more accurate to looking like a guy. And I didn't think my eyeliner was going to come off at first because it had been on all day. So I thought the foundation would be a good cover up. And then I thought glasses would also be good to cover whatever makeup you might see, making my hair a little bit more messy to make it look a little bit more boyish. And yeah, these are not real glasses. They're Temu glasses, but here's the finished look. Comment down below what you guys think and tell me what look I should do next. Should I do another boy look or something else?